Welcome in, family. It's been a little while. I've been going on vacation. However, I'm back. I'm feeling renewed. And the weirdest thing is, I was like, I'm about to do a reading, but I was feeling called to do it in my car. Now it feels extremely hot in here, but I did not want to have the bugs on me. I just got out of the shower. I'm feeling good. I just got back from Thailand. That was an eye-opening experience. I feel completely different. I feel honestly a little bit more healed. I don't know. I just feel renewed. Like my body needed some kind of rest and rejuvenation that I just could not get here at home. And it was so crazy because being connected to the water really brought out my goddess Sedna energy. Very nurturing, but feeling very grounded in water. I am a water sign, so I love being in water. And I didn't realize how much I love nature until this trip. However, I mean, I was getting a little warm. And no, I don't want to turn the goddamn car on. I don't know, but I might have to, because I don't want them bugs on my body, and I do need a little air. I don't know, we're gonna see. But I don't know, this trip was really an eye-opener for a lot of things. And I don't know, I did a lot of crying when I was by myself, but I felt like that was all a part of a healing aspect of myself that I needed. And I'm so forceful sometimes, because I felt like my body was calling me to cry, and I just kept going, I don't want to cry. I don't got nothing to cry about. Like I didn't feel like I wanted to cry per se, but I knew my body was calling me to cry, cleanse, okay? Cleanse your aura, cleanse your spirit. So this trip, I was crying a lot randomly. This trip, I got to connect with a lot of my extended family as well. And it was very refreshing. I got to talk to a lot of other family members that I don't talk to on a day-to-day basis, but it seemed like I wanted to work while I was gone, but it was just like I wasn't able to really slow down and connect like I would to really be able to work. But I also felt like that was the divine saying, you don't need to work, I want you to rest. However, I still got to work on my trip. I got to talk to other family members. I got to talk to extended friends that really needed my input, and that was me being able to do my work, but just in a different way. I do classify myself as a healer. I feel like anybody who gives back to people, humanitarian, or just any kind of hands-on, you are a healer, okay? Hands-on, speaking life, any kind of art, you are a healer. And it took me a little while to not even resonate with the term, but just kind of like classify myself as such, okay? Because I don't know why it used to give me like a narcissistic, not a narcissistic energy, but kind of like that vibe of like, you know, when somebody is a ruler or they hold a high position, it's like saying that to somebody else is like, okay, like you can feel yourself, but okay, hold on now. And but anyway, the connections I was able to make, the advice that I was able to bring to the table, it was just like damn, like you really are a lot more in tune than I think you know. And I feel like I know, but being able to exercise that kind of unlocked another depth to me that I'm learning to connect with and accept, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors, please protect me as I channel through the messages for the collective. Any negative energy coming our way, please return to sender and bring us back to center. All right, you guys already know, if you need anything from me, everything is in the description below. Join membership for exclusive merch and perks. Everything else that you may need, trueashewellness.com. I'm going to be switching some things up. If you already have membership, I'm I'm going to be switching the membership. I'm going to actually be giving out a lot more now in the membership. I've actually been able to slow down a lot more so I can be able to give you more energy. Before, I was just kind of like getting my feet wet and I was like feeling like I was on this constant hustle and bustle, and now I'm slowing down a lot more where I can really give you the things that I feel like you deserve as a viewer. So yeah, that is going to change. If you guys want to join membership, feel free to. It's never no pressure. You being here is a great gift to me. Don't forget, I'm wearing the Pyrite necklace. This is the Money Muse on my site. The strawberry moon is coming up in Capricorn on the 29th. Remember, whenever you watch this video, time does not matter, but in real time right now, I'm recording before the strawberry moon, and this is all about abundance. So if you want to amplify that abundance, if you need more tools to aid you in your rituals or things of that such, then join the website, go get you some stuff. I'd love to send out some positive energy. I have some things that I've been giving away for the people who have been purchasing things from me, just like a token of love. All right, let's get into it, you guys. Bottom of the deck, we got low vibration. That is going to be the surrounding energy. And I did channel some messages. It's been a while since I channeled some messages, so I feel like let me get into those really fast. And then we're going to get into the actual message. Let's see. First message that I got was, it's a frequency shift. When I was out, I could visibly feel the veil getting a lot thinner. Also, because I'm able now to, I always feel like I was able to see things, especially things that kind of stood out to me, and I felt like that's my spirit guys kind of like nudging me like, oh, that ain't right, or ooh, that's okay, you can allow with that. But the veil is getting a lot thinner, so a lot of you could be feeling as though you're seeing things a lot faster, a lot more like kind of in your face, and it's like, ooh, I can't even ignore that. But it's definitely a frequency shift, and what I mean by that is I even went out to the club, you know, and this is very interesting, and I really didn't even know if I really wanted to speak on this, but I think I am. But I went out to the club, and I started out having a great time at the club. I love to dance. I love to feel myself. I love to feel liberated. But at some point of the night, I isolated, and I felt myself doing it. And, you know, I never want to bring the mood down, and I never want to make people feel bad, or I don't want to be that like stick in the mud. And I don't know, maybe I am, I don't know, maybe I've just become that the more I've like healed. Okay, because you know, people say, you know, the more you do heal, the more you will start to, you know, disassociate with the things that usually bring people together, meaning the overindulgence sometimes, or the addictions. And, you know, don't take that on too heavy when I say addictions, but like, you know, the things that we indulge in. And again, it's no shade to none of that, because we all do it, you know. But at some point in the night, I felt myself disassociate with the group, and I felt it. It was like an energetic shift, and so I went and sat on the couch, and I just kind of like, you know, started looking at some of my content, and I just started doing whatever on my phone. But I was in the corner off to myself, and I don't know, something came over me in a sense like, this is literally not me anymore, you know. And it doesn't matter how much I try to force it, because the trip before that, when I went out with my family, they was just like, you know, you didn't go out with us last time, you know. And I went to bed. Like, I got in that bed, baby, nothing after that shower. I got in that bed, rubbed my feet together, baby. I was happy. Okay, but it just made me realize like a lot of things that I once associated with are no longer, that is no longer my identity, and it's okay. It is very much so okay. So again, when I had frequency shift as a message, a lot of you could be feeling not outcasted, but you are, like when I said things are just like blatantly in your face, you could be feeling as though now it's like a lot of things that you can't even like stomach. Okay. And not to be like melodramatic, but it's just like certain behaviors, certain things, places, you just cannot stomach it anymore. You're just like, I can't even fake this shit. Excuse me, confirmation. All right, so we got low vibrational here. Some of you could be 33. All right. Next card out is Midnight Moth, distraction. Somebody could be 39. And then last but not least, we have Forgotten Ghosts, reunion. Somebody could be 24. Interesting how I pulled from the bottom of the deck. That's like the underlying energy. So again, that could be something significant about the energy hovering around you right now. Not necessarily the energy that you're in, but just like the energy that's surrounding you right now. The next message that I got was, don't take anything personal. Very interesting. I had like a real shady moment happen while I was gone. And you know, a lot of things I feel like, not to say I take personally, but it was like a message to me to give to you guys, but I wasn't recording. But don't take a lot of things around you personally right now. Like a lot of people are still fighting a lot of distractions and low vibrational energy, devil-like energy, and it will be projected onto you. Okay, and I've seen a lot of things in real time as well that I wasn't I just had to learn to like disassociate with. Okay, it's a lot of people around me going through their own personal things, you know, as they should, but I really realized like a lot of people are going through a lot of things and they use the people closest to them as a punching bag, which is nothing new, but to see it in real time, it's like, wow, people are really fighting a lot of demons. Okay. So with this distraction here, you could have a lot of people like not necessarily on purpose distracting you, but a lot of people serving as distractions while you're trying to heal right now. You could also have a lot of people wanting to come towards you because of the light and the energy that you are pushing out right now. Okay, like a lot of your healing could be can't be overlooked right now. And what I mean by that is it can come off in the way you look, the way you're sounding, the way you're feeling. And that's why I said don't take anything personal. Like, you know, when people try to shade you because you're on a path of healing or because you look the way you look, don't take it personal. It's still a lot of low vibrational energy around you. And again, people are wanting to pick your flowers, but you see how this person is bleeding, because you know on roses it's thorns. So a lot of people wanting to kind of like knock you off a pedestal or pluck your petals off your flower. It's like they're getting cut. It's like backhanded energy. So it's like even the people who want to shade you, it's like they instantly feel some kind of pushback. Even if you don't say anything, you know what I'm saying, you don't do anything, it's like they instantly get an energetic pushback. I've seen it in real time as well. You could also have a lot of people wanting to come towards you. This is very interesting as well to me too. I really did not have all these examples lined up. It's just like coming to me. So I felt like I really feel like I should say them. I'm a person, and this kind of like leads me to this next message. Don't get caught up on perception. Don't get caught up on how people are perceiving you right now, because a lot of people want to distort your image right now. And that's because you could be vibing high, you could be finding your confidence, you could be just learning new things, and Spirit, God, Vishnu, Allah, whoever you refer to as the oneness of all, has a real shield around you right now, especially like your energy, your aura. And a lot of people could be working overtime to distort their energy because, again, it's low vibration. They are low vibrational. And again, that projection, when it's something that people really want to be in or really want to embody, it's like, well, they start nitpicking at you, but whole time you're doing the work, okay? And if you're not, this is a sign to continue to do the work, okay? So, with this distraction here, you could be calling in a lot of energy that is not even for you. But again, these energies are feeling very intrigued by you. I feel like I didn't want to speak on this, but I feel like I'm going to say this. I had a person once comment, made a comment to me. This is a person I was dealing with. She said, I don't know, she said she seek guidance or something. She was like, do you like mess with married men? And I was like taken aback by it because I'm like, well, nothing about me gave side piece, side dish. I always gave main course energy. But again, my image could have been distorted. And because of how I show up, again, embodying, because I'm a person that, again, I love I'm learning to love the skin that I'm in, because before I really didn't love it. Like I feel like I've always embodied confidence, but it has skyrocketed. I'm not going to be a fool and sit up here and be like, oh no, I've always had this certain level of confidence, because I didn't. I definitely feel like it has grown. But I feel like when you start to heal, it's going to grow. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, back to the comment. She says, do you mess with married men? And I was like, excuse me? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like I just was like, I didn't get mad, because I was just like, that's not my energy. And when something is not you, it's like you don't really necessarily get mad about things like that. However, I did there we go. Y'all might hear my car a little bit. Okay, but no, I didn't take offense to it, but I just laughed because I was thinking, like, what would even make you say that about me? But a small part of me also thought, like, this must be how you perceive me, like, because I'm confident, or because sometimes I wear clothes that are revealing. That's just kind of like a man saying, because you wear revealing clothes, you're a hoe. Huh? You know, so I didn't take no offense to that, but it was like, when I started to see my DMs, I see a lot of married men in my DMs now. It was like that comment came rushing back to me. It was like a lot of men like, oh, you should invite me on your trip, or you should do this with me, you know, things of that such. A lot of out-of-pocket comments for men to be married. It was like, ooh, like, it's so distasteful, but at the same time, it's like, it's bringing me to this energy of distraction, because when you hold a light, you will bring people who are of the light, but you will also bring people who are low vibrational. You will bring people who are for you, and you will still bring people who are not for you, but they want to come towards you. They want to be intrigued by you. Okay, so again, a lot of you could be feeling as though you're bringing in a lot of people that you wouldn't necessarily want to deal with. I also thought about that when I went to the gym. I was just like, this man was like, I see you over there and you look so good. And it was so crazy because I was just thinking like, thank you. But I don't know, instantly I was just like, what am I attracting? But then it dawned on me, like, I'm attracting a lot of energy right now. And Again, it's nothing wrong with that, but I just became a lot more aware that I'm drawing in a lot of things right now. I was about to say creatures. I really feel like the people who are married, that's MID, you're critters, you're creatures. Okay, get your shit together. All right. I also have forgotten ghosts here for reunion. Remember how I was speaking earlier on when I went on vacation, how I was saying I was doing a lot of crying. You can have a lot of things from your past also resurfacing as well, and that's kind of like that emotional clearing. Remember I was speaking in the beginning on the strawberry moon. This is talking about your harvest, especially like a lot of your work that you've done in the past. A lot of things are starting to ripen, so a lot of things are going to be ready for pickings. Okay, and it's talking about really leaving that old version of yourself behind. And a lot of you could be feeling like things have been a lot more foggy and groggy for you. And remember, I even said in the beginning, I felt like I was healing, but it's something about when I went on vacation, I got a lot more healing than I felt like a lot of resting and rejuvenation that I thought I wasn't able to get here, because of maybe, you know, possibly you needed a change of scenery, or you really just needed a moment to really leave those old ghosts behind or things of that such. So yeah, a lot of you could be resonating with that as well. And let's get into it so we can see what's really going on in the energy. I don't know why. I got a multitude of places where I could read, but I don't know. I felt like I wanted to be with the divine, but I also wanted to be a little bit more secluded. So I came to my car. And yeah, it's getting dark, but I don't know. I just felt like it was very fitting for this reading. So vibe with me, I guess. All right, let's get it. All right, Spirit, let's see. What is low vibrations here? We got house of social status, the 10th house here. Career, reputation, ambition, achievement, status, authority figures. We got the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. Proverbs 1:7. This is very interesting. Remember when I said a lot of people could be wanting to kind of pluck your petals, but you see how she's bleeding? People wanting to pluck your petals. I was about to say push you off your pedestal, but they're still getting pushed back. And that's kind of giving what I'm saying here. Like your image is leveling up. Your reputation is becoming a lot more heavier. And that's kind of taking me back to when I was saying about my trip. A lot of people are saying like, wow, because like you really are a lot more insightful than I think you know. And it's causing old people, could be for you, or old situations, old people that you were connected to, whether it was platonic, romantic, or again just what do we call those people who are not our friends? Acquaintances. I can't speak right now, but it's causing some kind of illusion or some kind of image that they were holding on to in their mind to be cleared. All right, because again, it's showing something about them still being in low vibrational energy. You see how her face is made up? It always gives me like that clown imagery. Whoever these people are, they're coming off very foolishly. And again, that's where the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. You could have really put in a lot of hard work to be in this position that you're in, or become this version of yourself that you are now embodying. And a lot of people can't take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm resonating with that energy because there's a lot of people that cannot take me right now. And that's not like to be conceited or anything, but I got a lot of people like asking me things, and they're asking nicely, or like they're saying things, making comments nicely, but the undertone to it is giving hater. You know what I'm saying? It's giving like, oh, I see such and such, like, you know, like I was out on vacation and I'm wearing like my thong bathing suits. You know, I got a lot of comments on my body like, oh, you really had your body out, you know. And it's like, I don't give a damn what you're thinking of me or the comments. I spent 6 years in the gym forming this body that I have, and you think that I'm gonna hide it away because you don't do work on your body, you don't love the skin you're in. I don't give a damn. It's like so much undertone, and for some people they'll be like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. But you know, I can read energy very well. I know the undertone to the situation. So again, you could have been very disciplined, and I was just using that as an example, but a lot of you could have been very disciplined with things that's going on in your life right now, and a lot of people are hating the fact that you are adequate, you are equipped to do something, be something, wear something, say something, whatever it is. They're hating that. But it's like, you're only a fool because you are able to access that knowledge, access that gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're wanting to kind of slight me, but you have the same 24 hours in a day to do whatever it is that you want to do as well. You get where I'm going with that? So I feel like Spirit is really emphasizing that a lot of you are around a lot of people who don't want to put in the work, don't want to put in the effort to do something. But it only makes them look foolish because, again, now you're becoming more wise to certain things. And I hope that I'm making sense, because in my mind, I'm jumping from example to example, reading to reading, but I'm really hoping that it's resonating. And, you know, if you are somebody who is connected with the divine, you know that a lot of things come out and then you're able to kind of like piece it back together, because that's just how you get the downloads. So just kind of like flow with me, okay? But a lot of people are really having to see you in a light or a stature, if you may, because you stay down to some kind of work. This could even be spiritual work. This could even be work on a platform. You stay down to posting constantly, editing, learning how to edit, speaking, learning how to speak, posting, knowing when to post, knowing that sometimes you need to relax on the posting. Like, you've become a master at a lot of things, and a lot of people could feel as though it just happened for you, when in reality it didn't. You stayed down to something. This could even be a belief, okay? People feeling as though like, oh, you're so lucky, when in reality, am I? Or did I do this with the help of my belief, my faith? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of surrounding low vibrational energy is still around you, because again, when it's time for you to disassociate, wow, Six of Swords at the bottom of this deck, when it's time for you to move away, you're knowing why. And a lot of people know why you moved away. And you also could feel as though you are being guided away from a lot of energies that you were once entangled with, or once feeling bound to, or feeling obligated to be around. You are being guided away from this for your highest good. Oh my God, with the three of wands here. Because you're being called to overcome some kind of mountain, expand in some kind of way, whether it's creatively or again just experiencing, okay? Experiences in general. The divine is calling for you to really, I don't know, it's giving me like move more intentionally. I was about to say strategically, but more intentionally, especially when it involves what you are going to expand on, especially when it comes to home, work, love. Okay, those three things are very significant, but you are being guided away from, wow, with the world. You are being guided away from situations that do not allow you to grow. You have outgrown a lot of people and situations, even when it hurts you. And it's taking me back to the club when I said I have outgrown that scenery. You know, I always said, you know, when I'm home, I don't really care the club. Now, dress me up and let's go to dinner, let's go to a lounge. That's more my speed. But I really made it a thing to really try to like go out. And I don't know if I was proving something to myself or proving something to my peers, but when I went out, it was just like, it was a real self-realization moment. Like, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. If that's not what you want anymore, then you just simply don't desire it anymore. I clubbed so hard in my 20s and before that, because I had my sister's ID, I was using a fake ID. I clubbed so much, I partied so much, I drank so much, I smoked so much, shit, I fucked enough, okay? And now it's just like, baby, I don't desire to do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm celibate right now. I've been that way for over a year now, for a little over a year now. Like, I don't desire to do a lot of things, and I feel like that's me putting a lot of my business out there. But I also feel like I want somebody to really like hone in on this message. Like, forget what I'm saying, but connect to the core of the message. Like, you don't have to seek validation from nobody. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Do things when you are feeling moved and called to do it. Okay, if you feel like you don't want to have sex right now, don't have sex right now. If you're wanting to not drink right now, don't drink right now. If you don't want to drink with people, but you want to have a sociable drink with yourself, then do that. If you don't want to smoke all the time, but you say every once in a while I want to smoke, do that. That's on you, but don't feel pressure to do anything that is not aligned with you. You know what I'm saying? Get in alignment with yourself. That is the only way you're going to stop resisting the flow of what the divine wants you to do. Oh no, I keep looking at this world card and I just keep hearing in my mind, wrap it up. Okay, that could be sexually, but it also just means like wrap it up. If you ain't fucking with it or fucking with them, wrap it up. Okay, get it the fuck up out of here. Okay, I'm sorry to be so vulgar, but it's coming through like that. All right, let's get into Midnight Moth. What is distractions? I feel like you're gonna also have a lot of people wanting to distract you, especially when you are being called to focus on other things, especially when you're being called to really overcome obstacles that were very hard, very challenging for you once before. You're gonna have a lot of people come back and try to serve as distractions. Even if it's not a come back, it could be come towards you. People that you don't even know coming towards you to distract you. I ain't gonna lie, when I was out, I was by myself. I was at the pool. This was like a form of like being sexually assaulted. I'm not gonna lie to you. This guy, he was, I don't even know what you would call him. He might have been Arab, I don't know. But I'm in my swimsuit. Everybody is walked on, and I'm like gathering my things, and he stops me. He's like, hey, he asked me a question, so I answered it, and he hit my butt. Instantly, I hit him. But I said, I know the fuck you didn't touch me. You know, he got very remorseful about it. But it's like, in hindsight, it's like, what made you feel like you could do that? Like, I'm in a swimsuit. I just got out of the pool. What made you think that you could do that? What energy gave, touch my butt, touch my body? And even if it wasn't like sexual assault, you know, and I'm a firm believer that if you don't want to be touched, then yeah, in my mind, that's sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it could seem very melodramatic to somebody else, but to other people, it's just like, we are still living in a time where people feel obligated, like they have that right to touch you or say something to you. And you know, I'm very strong-minded. I already know my ancestors gonna get that ass, so I ain't even like, I won't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I stood up for myself in that moment, but it was still like, who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck? You know, and it's like, it's like a double-edged sword that women in general have to go through, because, you know, I felt like I never was called to speak on this before, but I have been SA before, and it makes you feel very low about yourself and very small, because at certain points, especially before, you know, you start healing from it, or you start to really look inward, you push that part of yourself down, because you're just like, I don't want to look at it, I'm ashamed, I can't believe that happened, what part of me asked for that? And you just go in a downward spiral. But I feel as though women, and you know, men too, because I don't want to ever disregard anybody, it don't matter the gender, but I'm speaking on women specifically. Women have such a double-edged sword when it comes to them in general, whether it's, especially like in sex or sexuality. When I was younger, I always had this image of myself of like, I was very confident, but so many things happened to me over time, it chipped away at my confidence. So as I've gotten older and I've learned myself and I really started to heal, all those things are starting to slowly come back. But on the outside, it always looked as if you're conceited, or you know, but it was all projections, but it was something I had to grow up when learning how to heal and deal with. So where I'm getting at with this is, a lot of women have to deal with things like that, and that's why that movement of my body is my body, even if it's like, yeah, I see a lot of people now saying like, oh, you flaunt your body, but I work hard to get to this body. I work hard to love this body, because at one point in time I didn't love my body. So now that I love my body and I want to show my body off rightfully without not necessarily having my legs open showing you the inside of my vagina, you're telling me that what? I want to be touched, I want to be raped. You know, I'm just saying an example, but women have it the hardest, because it's like, well, damn if I do, damn if I don't. I love myself or I hate myself. I love myself or I want to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's such a fine line, and a lot of people don't realize this. And it's like a lot of people aid in people going down a tumultuous pathway. And I don't know, right now I'm just feeling very condemned to say, keep loving you, keep showing up in whatever body, whatever way that is for you. Self-expression is so important right now, and a lot of people are falling victim to just looking like everybody else, being like everybody else, talking like everybody else. Like, be you, be true to you. If that means you want to wear something revealing, wear it. If you feel comfortable in it, wear it. And the crazy thing is, we were put on this planet as naked beings. So people sexualizing who you are, you know what I'm saying, that's just a representation of them. And I had to learn that. But really love yourself, you know, protect yourself, you know, but don't dim your light because other people can't find theirs, or they're okay with hiding away. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to be that example. You know what I'm saying? And the more you become awakened, the more 9/11 on the clock, the more you are awakening, the more you're going to be exposed to the type of people that are coming towards you, if that makes sense. That's why I say right now the veil is extremely thin. I know when people want to play with me. I know when it's just pleasure, and I also know when people want to actually get to know me and give time to me. Okay, but don't feel, I don't know why I'm also being compelled to say this, but don't feel like you won't get the love that you desire. Don't feel like you won't get the intimacy that you desire. Because I'm learning that the older I'm getting and the more work I'm putting into myself. Not all intimacy is the intimacy that you actually crave or that you feel is needed for you at that time. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go, because I feel like, I'm sorry, y'all, I feel like I went on a rant again, but just flow with me. All right, what is a midnight moth and distractions here? We got Magician. Connection between spiritual and material, power, ideas, purpose, elemental, and wisdom. Again, that wisdom is coming in. I feel like a lot of people are craving your magic, okay? And I'm reading this tarot book. And yeah, I know tarot, but I love to further my knowledge on certain things. And this is very interesting because I read the Magician and I said, wow, that's like becoming like my favorite card. Yeah, it speaks on having all the tools you need to manifest. Like everything you need is within you to manifest, but it's also speaking about you being so magical, because the book that I'm reading, the Magician card is has the magic already happened? Okay, and right here with this connection between spiritual and material, it's like, have the things that you already really wanted really already manifested, or have they already been in alignment with you? It was just waiting for your higher self to catch up with your physicality. You know what I'm saying? Like really becoming one with self. Okay, and that's why I was like, with the distractions here for Magician, as you become this magician, you're gonna have a lot of people, because the Magician, you are this light. You are this light being, and you're gonna have a lot of people wanting to touch that light. Okay, whether it's willingly or unwillingly, you're gonna want to have people wanting to touch that light, wanting to be close to that aura. You're gonna have people wanting to see what it's like to hold such a powerful role, what it's like to hold such a powerful crown, man or woman. People are wanting to know why your purpose is your purpose, and can I find my purpose through you? If I get close to you, will I know what my purpose is? Hell, some people are gonna feel like, if I get close to you, can I share some of your purpose? And the answer, of course, is no. But you know, you're gonna have those people that want that. All right, bottom of the deck, we got imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. Now, you're going to have a lot of people who want to give you your flowers, and you're going to have a lot of people that want to imitate you as well. And this is very interesting because this is coming to mind now. I was heavy on like unfollowing a lot of people that just didn't resonate with me this season, and I still got a couple people that I, you know, allowed to grace my timeline. And yes, I said loud to grace my timeline, because those are the things that I want to actually visibly see. So I was still, you know, leaving a couple people there, and I don't engage with them, you know. I don't engage, you know what I'm saying. And it was very funny because I started to see them implementing the things that I'm doing, and it was so funny because I'm like, wow, these are the same people that would never give me my flowers, but you're steady trying to use what I'm doing in your own day-to-day. And I felt honored. I'm not gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying. I don't know cocky shit, but I felt honored because in a way it made me see that, again, even with this card, imitation is a form of flattery. You might not like me, might not want to engage with me, but you're using me as the blueprint, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, you know, again, with the Magician, are we already the magic that we're seeking? We could also feel as though, I mean, you know, and I'm speaking for us as a collective because I say it all the time, I'm a part of the collective, but are we seeking something that's already within us? Are we wanting a life that is already that has already been created? We just needed to kind of get in formation, get in line. Again, allowing things to dwindle, allowing ourselves to disassociate with the things that don't resonate with us, because it's only bringing us closer to that Magician energy. It's only bringing us closer to alignment. You know what I'm saying? Flow with me. Okay, let's get it. Wow. Next up was the Lovers. Wow. Again, craving that intimacy, whether it's platonic or romantic, things that are aligning with you on a soul level. You know what I'm saying? Really having balance, really being able to connect with people who make you feel vulnerable, being able to connect with yourself on a vulnerable level, being able to balance yourself out, balance your emotions out. And I felt like that was a part of me that I was missing, a part of like balancing out my own emotions that I was missing, and I couldn't do it here. It felt like it was needed when I moved away into a different space, into another place, when I was able to connect with Mother Earth and really plant my feet into some sand, really allowed that ocean. When I tell you, the most prettiest water. I dived off the boat into the water, and I felt so at peace. Oh my God, I felt so at peace. I might put a clip of the water here, and all I kept hearing was Beyonce when she was like, and the water's so blue. Okay, and it was just like, yes, like I was out there just like laying on my back and just floating, because it was just so peaceful. Mermaid at heart, baby. Mermaid at heart. All right, let's get it. What is reunion here? Okay, yeah, you definitely could have somebody who wants to communicate something with the world in reverse. Somebody could feel like something is not over, or they want to correctify. Just made up shit. Correct a situation, if you may, okay, or at least speak some kind of truth. And again, this also could speak of like some of your past hurts, traumas that you felt like, you know, you released is coming back to really look at and really heal within you. Again, when I said I did a lot of crying on this trip, I did a lot of crying because I thought I was good, and a lot of things kind of resurfaced, especially like from childhood trauma with my father. A lot of you could be healing a lot of parental wounds. All right, and I've had to have a lot of self-realization as well, and hold myself accountable for a lot of things that I was very still defensive about, and I'm letting that part of me go. But again, just being more aware. Some of you guys could be about to take a trip, or you could be having a short trip come up, like a road trip. You could be thinking about taking a road trip soon. Spirit is saying do that. You might need that, some alone time on the road by yourself as you're passing through. You know, just kind of clear your mind. Some of you could like to drive. Okay, especially like at nighttime, you could like to ride and clear your mind. But yeah, and it might heal something within you as well. But yeah, let's see. What else is a reunion here? Divine assistance, supernatural forces and entities, ancestors, angelic help, workers working towards your goal. A lot of divine intervention happening right now. This could be spirit really stepping in, aiding you on your help, or a lot of your, guides moving in to help you kind of like reroute yourself, reroute your mind, how you're feeling about certain situations. You could have felt like for a long period of time it was just a lot of things that you just could not let go of, and the divine is helping you move through that energy. And he's just saying, allow me to reroute you, allow me to put you on a path that is going to be more suitable for you. Remember, I had the Six of Wands here. I mean, the Six of Swords. I said Six of Wands. So this could end in some kind of victory for you. But again, Six of Swords, moving you towards a better outcome, allowing your mind to move you into, because a lot of you could have had like a fixed mentality on certain things, and now you are coming up out of that energy. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, I ain't want to make this reading too long, but I'm gonna kind of wrap it up. We got the soul family in reverse for divine assistance. Again, a lot of moving away from energies and entities that are not for your highest good, that are kind of meant to bring you down and keep you down. You know what I'm saying? And I was about to say, and keep you bound. Okay, especially to things that, again, just don't serve you. And I wish I could say something different, but it's just like, it's gonna do nothing but harm you if you stay around too long, or if you stay intertwined with certain people and certain things for too long. It will be the aid of your downfall. So just be mindful of that, okay? And I keep looking at this world card here, like a cycle is closed because a new one is opening. So be open to receiving new downloads, receiving new communication with new people. Just be open-minded, okay? Because not everybody is going to hurt you. I'm not saying nobody is going to ever hurt you again, but just be open to new communication. Because just like it's people out here that want to hurt you, it's people that you haven't met that is dying to love you, okay? And I know you're like, dying to love me. Yeah, when you meet them, they're going to be dying to love you, dying to connect with you, be your soul family, be a part of your tribe, be a part of your empire. And you have to allow them with open arms and an open heart. And I take that for myself as well. So just be mindful, okay? I love you guys so much. I know it got a little dark, but the message, hopefully it brought some light to you, honey. I love you guys. Don't forget, if this message or any of these messages in general resonated with you, like the video. That is a free way to show that you are here. You're rocking with us. And until next time, look, the battery is going dead, so I feel like we ended this right on time, baby. I love you guys. Until next time, love and light. Bye, babies.